You think your money is safe. You walk into a bank, you deposit your hard-earned cash, and you walk out, believing that your money is sitting there in a vault, waiting for you. You sleep soundly at night, comforted by the shiny glass facade and the professional aura of the banking institution. But you are wrong. That money isn't sitting in a vault. It isn't even in the bank. In fact, for all intents and purposes, your money is gone the moment you hand it over.
Welcome to the world of fractional reserve banking, the most profitable yet least understood sleight of hand in history. The first secret the banks won't tell you is that they don't actually hold your money. They don't hold even a fraction of it. Under the modern fractional reserve system, a bank is only required to keep a tiny percentage of your deposits on hand as reserves. The rest? They lend it out. They lend it out for mortgages, for car loans, for corporate expansions, and for credit card debt. They take your money, turn it into new money by lending it out to someone else, and keep the interest. They are essentially creating currency out of thin air, using your deposit as the foundation for their empire. If everyone walked into the bank tomorrow and demanded their cash, the system would collapse in an hour. But the secrets go deeper than how they manage your cash. Let's talk about the poverty trap. Banks are not designed to help you save. They are designed to monetize your financial struggles. Have you ever noticed how the fees work? They are precision engineered to hit you when you are at your most vulnerable. The overdraft fee, the monthly maintenance fee, the inactivity fee, these are not administrative costs. They are revenue streams. They are essentially a tax on the poor and the struggling. If you have a high balance, the bank treats you like royalty, waiving fees and offering exclusive services. But if you are living paycheck to paycheck, the bank is a predator. They calculate exactly how much you can afford to lose before you close the account, and they take it. They profit from your inability to maintain a balance, effectively charging you for the privilege of being broke. Then there is the secret of the data. You think the bank is a place to store money, but in the modern digital age, the bank is a surveillance state. Every single transaction you make, the coffee you buy, the subscription you cancel, the pharmacy you visit, the late-night fast food order, is logged, analyzed, and categorized. They know you better than you know yourself. They know when you were going through a breakup, they know when you were job hunting, they know when you were sick, and they know when you are about to make a major life change. This data is not just for security. It is a product. Banks sell or leverage this behavioral data to advertisers and third-party firms to predict your future behavior. You aren't just a customer to them. You are a data set. You are a commodity being harvested, auctioned, and sold in the digital marketplace. And what about the debt? The banks push credit cards and personal loans with predatory elegance. They advertise these tools as freedom and convenience, but they are designed to keep you in a cycle of perpetual repayment. They know the math of compound interest better than anyone, and they use it as a weapon against you. They want you to make the minimum payment. They want you to stay in debt because interest is their most reliable profit engine. They have entire departments dedicated to behavioral psychology, figuring out exactly how to tempt you into spending money you don't have, all while appearing to be your financial partner. It is a partnership where one side holds all the cards and the other side is essentially paying for their own enslavement. But the most chilling secret of all is the too big to fail paradox. For decades, we have been told that these institutions are the bedrock of our economy. But when they gamble your money on risky derivatives and massive speculative investments, and they lose, which they do eventually, who pays? It isn't the bankers. It isn't the shareholders. It is you. It is the taxpayer. When the system faces a crisis, the government steps in to bail out the banks with money that essentially comes from the public's future productivity. They socialize their losses and privatize their gains. They gamble with the world's stability, knowing that if they win, they keep the billions. And if they lose, the rest of the world has to cover the check to prevent a total catastrophe. The irony is that we treat these institutions with a level of reverence usually reserved for religious or government bodies. We dress well to go to the bank. We speak to the teller with a sense of formality. We're conditioned to trust them.
But the reality is that the banking system is a closed loop, a secret society of algorithms and high-interest debt that operates on a foundation of absolute opacity. They don't want you to know how it works, because if you did, you would realize that you are not the customer. You are the product.
So, the next time you log into your banking app and see that available balance number, remember, that number is just a digital projection. It is a promise that is only as strong as the system's ability to keep the illusion alive. The vault is empty. The data is being sold, and the interest is a trap. You think you are using the bank, but the truth is, the bank has been using you all along.
The secret isn't that they are malicious. The secret is that they are indifferent. To a bank, you are not a person with dreams and struggles. You are a sequence of digits in a database, a source of interest, and a data point to be sold. Once you realize this, you stop playing the game by their rules. You start looking for alternatives. You start questioning the system. But until then, the illusion remains. And the banks, they are perfectly happy to let you keep believing in the lie.